Hey scholars, all right, so it's time for our second math lesson. So this is going to be lesson 17 in module 4, and we've actually done something very similar to this in class, but I know a lot of you were confused, so I wanted to offer some clarification, all right? So the first thing I want to do when I'm looking at a problem like this is I want to look at what I'm doing, right? So I'm doing 1/10 of 1.3 because times means of, right? So now I know that I need to take 1/10 of 1.3. I'm going to take 1.3 and I'm going to separate it. I am going to turn it into 1 and 0.3. In other words, I'm going to decompose my number. Why am I going to do this? Two reasons. One, it makes it easier when I'm thinking of it visually, which we will be doing, and two, it makes it easier to turn into a fraction, which we will also be doing. So now that I have this as 1 and 0.3, I know the 1 is what? It's 1 whole. So if I look down here, 1 is a whole number. So I can just say that all of this is all 1, right? You'll excuse my drawing. But this is 1 whole, right? And then I also have a 0.3. What is 0.3? Let's say that word out loud. It's 3/10. 3/10. What do I hear there? I hear 3 out of 10. 3/10. If I look here, this is separated. Let me make these thinner. Into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me redo 7. 7, 8, 9, and then this would be 10. So I need to fill in 3 of these in order to have 3/10. With me so far? And that would give me 7/10 left over. So now I've got that done. But that's just to figure out what 1.3 looks like. I still need to take 1/10 of that. So now I'm going to flip onto the other side, if you will, and I'm going to count out 1/10 of all of this. Now we already figured out that the lines going across, they were 10, and I can see that here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that means that what I'm looking at actually is 1, let me see if I can change my color. Come on. Nope, come on. What can you give me here? There we go. You can give me 1/10 of it. That's this top here and this top here. And then I need to figure out what has both colors. Well, we know that this box, the whole thing was shaded in blue. So all 10 pieces have the 10 are shaded in, all 10. 10 out of what? 10 out of 100. And then what about here? How much was shaded in? Well, only 3 were shaded in, right? 3 out of what? 3 out of also 100. So what is that going to be? Well, that will be 3 out of 10, 3 out of 100, excuse me, plus 10 out of 100 is 13 out of 100. Writing that in decimal form, 13/100ths So you'll notice what happened here is my decimal point, I just shifted my numbers 1 this way. We went that way with our numbers. I hope that was helpful. I hope it wasn't more confusing. If it was, ignore it. Ask me questions, whatever you need. Hope you have a fantastic Tuesday, and I will be checking in later for some read works.